What's going on, guys? This is Destiny Heroic. This is a new segment that I'm trying out. Reason for doing it is because I want to try to add some more variety of videos to my channel. Mostly my channel is just going to be fights and deck profiles and maybe some other things. This type of video is something that I'd like to try out. By all means, give me feedback in the comments section. But I want to talk about cards that are not out yet, but are going to be coming out in the near or maybe far future. And I want to do this kind of a video maybe once a week, once every couple of weeks, when I have a small amount of other videos that I usually post, and I need some filler. So, like I said, let me know what you think of this video in the comments below. But let's move on. So, at the time of this recording, there are the Fighters Collection is about a week out from being released. And that being said, I wanted to talk about a few of the Fighters Collection cards that we're getting. First of all, I'm going to start with the one I'm probably looking forward to the most. It's Blue Storm Marine General Demetrius. So this is a couple of things. First of all, it's a break ride. It's a Blue Storm card, and when you break ride, your guy gains, you counterblast 1, and your Vanguard gains 10,000. And then on the 4th attack, before you do your drive check, you draw 2 cards and choose an opponent's rear guard and retire it. So that is really, really good when you couple it with Maelstrom Reverse. Maelstrom Reverse's effect is counterblast 1, lock a card, and then gain 5k and a crit. And then when he attacks, if he doesn't hit, then you draw a card and you retire something. So in the event that you're on your 4th attack and you swing on the break ride turn, then you draw 2 cards, blow something up, miss, blow something up again, and draw another card. So coupled with your with your twin drive, you're drawing 5 cards out of your deck, and your opponent is losing 2 cards off their field. So it's a +7 when you think about it. The downside of this is you have to run it in a deck. If you run it in Maelstrom, then you're probably not going to be able to consistently gain cross-ride power. But in order to have a turn where you gain a +7 card advantage, it's almost worth giving that up. So definitely Demetrius is the card I am most looking forward to from the Fighters Collection. So I have 2 more I want to talk about. The next one is it's a Great Nature card, Trainee Sage Minute. The reason I like this is because I have a Great Nature deck. It's based around the Break Ride and Polaris. Polaris, while he's a good offensive card, he's a 10k base and suffers a great deal in the defense department. If you swap out Polaris for Minute, then you gain an 11k Vanguard and you raise that defense. You gain an effect that is similar, but it doesn't increase the number of attacks. It does you can add just about the same amount of power. And what's great about Minette is that he has a built-in draw effect as his limit break. So whatever you boost, you'll retire, but you will automatically draw a card. And what's also really great about Minette is that his other effect, which is not a limit break, is a damage unflip. So every time you put a rear guard into your drop zone in the end phase, then you unflip a damage. So if you have Binoculus Tiger, Minette, and boosting something and something else, and you double boost a guy, then it's really only costing you a counterblast of 1, and you're drawing a card. And on the break ride turn, you can draw a lot of cards and unflip a lot of damage with the 2 combos together. So it's really good. You'd probably still run it with stand triggers, as Great Nature tends to run a lot of stand triggers in order to maximize the use of a dude that's going to die when you boost it with the 4K power boost. So Minette is, I don't think it's going to be a very expensive card, but I think it's going to add a lot of power to the Defender class Great Nature deck. So that's a card that I'm really looking forward to. And finally, probably one of the cooler cards that that's coming out is Edict Starvader Halcyon. What this guy does is, for Limit Break 4, all of your reverse cards, well, for starters, all of your reverse cards that you play are all Link Jokers. He doesn't have a locking effect, but he does power up all of your reverse card rear guards. They all gain Intercept, Boost, and you can, and they all gain 5,000 shield if you put them in the guard circle. So what that does, that means a couple of things. That means that if you have two reverse cards, you can put one behind the other. You can put one in the front row, one in the back row, and you'll have a 22k column just with grade 3 units, and that's a really good combo, especially with the Glendios support, where you have like Ruin Mage who can grab reverse cards out of the drop zone that you've used, or in this case intercepted with. And you have things like Praesodimium, who unflips damage based on the number of reverse cards you have. But probably the biggest downside to this guy is he's a Starvader Link Joker who doesn't have a locking effect. In Starvaders, there are not a lot of rear guards that have locking effects, so you're pretty much looking at it's pretty much a very alternative way of looking at Link Joker, where you're playing all these reverse cards and Link Jokers, but you're not locking anything. But you are coming out with a lot of just raw attack power, and without a whole lot of investment. So it's an interesting card. I don't know how popular it's going to be, but it would be really nice if he had an effect similar to Glendios, where when you drop a reverse unit, you can lock a card. Even if it just had that effect as part of its limit break, it would be probably a lot more palatable. But that being said, it's still a really cool card, and I might give it a try. If it works out really good, I'll post a deck profile, and we'll see what happens. So those are the three I wanted to look at. I have a few other cards and archetypes that I'd like to do videos on in the future. If I decide to keep this kind of segment going, then I'll put those up. But in the interim, thank you very much for watching, or listening, as it may be. And don't forget to comment below, like my videos, and subscribe, and check out my channel. Thanks for watching. Peace.